KTVU's Crystal Bailey joining us now live from the Coliseum, where she spoke with concession workers who obviously are disappointed by the team's departure. Crystal?
That's right. These workers say that they're not just losing their jobs, they're losing health care benefits immediately after tomorrow's game. They're also not getting severance pay. The union says that they have been negotiating for months, and they're just now finding this out on Monday. Now, I spoke with some of these workers while they were setting up earlier today for the game, including Robert Preston, who's over here serving beer. Thursday's game is the last day on the job for workers at the Coliseum. Their fate has been up in the air all season, but they say Aramark, the vendor that employs concession workers, won't be offering severance and is cutting off their health benefits after the final home game. Unite Here Local 2, a union representing 400 people, says they're being abandoned by the A's subcontractor, many of them Oakland natives.
Because we're centered in East Oakland, we get a lot of the workers from the area.
For Robert Preston, a manager who runs a beer stand, he's given 39 years of his life to the Coliseum. And he says he's watched attendance dwindle over the years, but he never expected to be left high and dry.
A lot of people, this is their only job. And so they get all their medical benefits from this job.
And Kenyatta Gentry says she started working at the Coliseum when she was only 19 years old. It helped her afford her first apartment.
My grandfather worked here, my aunties work here, my husband works here.
She says she has a heart condition, and without health insurance, she won't have support for appointments or medications.
It's going to be really tough to where I'm going to get my funds from.
An Aramark spokesperson tells us in a statement, in part, we are bargaining in good faith with the union regarding the effects of the A's departure and are prepared to offer those impacted available roles in other areas of our organization. But the workers don't know what they'll do in the meantime.
I wish they would reconsider and at least come to the table and make some type of offer.
The union says it is filing a legal grievance with Aramark for breaking the union contract, and they place some blame on the A's.
Their work has helped make John Fisher even richer.
In a statement, a spokesperson from the A's says they donated $1 million to the Oakland Coliseum Vendor Assistance Fund to, quote, support workers employed by third-party vendors at the Coliseum who are impacted by the A's relocation to Sacramento. They went on to say they are committed to providing meaningful support during the transition. But the workers say despite the letdown, they're going to give it their best until the final pitch.
I'm going to be my usual self with a smile and greet them and try to make their day good.
And the workers here are hoping that they get first priority to get hired back on as soon as the Oakland Roots start playing here at the Coliseum. But there's no word yet on who the soccer team will choose for a vendor and how many workers the soccer team needs. In Oakland, Crystal Bailey, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And Crystal, so it does sound like the third-party vendor, Aramark, is working potentially to figure out if there are other roles for these workers at other venues in the area.
Yes, they are working on that, but they're not really exactly sure where those jobs will be. But you have to remember, this is just 400 of the workers that are specifically concessions and food services. There are still hundreds of other workers that handle ticket sales and also security. So this is really a larger problem than just this specific company.
Yeah, obviously a really tough situation for all of them. Crystal Bailey, live at the Oakland Coliseum. Crystal, thank you.